Our flagship product here is our heavy mining rope, and that's the product that we see as dragline ropes, hoist ropes, pendants, bridge strand pendants, or cable haul conveyor ropes. So on a particular dragline, the ropes will pick up a bucket weighing around 150 to 200 tonne every 90 seconds, and they will swing out of the way and then empty that bucket. So we actually have to support the bucket. And also the pendants. Now the pendants that we manufacture are generally in service between 5 to 10 years, and to actually put the boom down to replace those pendants is quite expensive. It's critical for us to supply a quality product that's designed to fit the needs of the customer. Critical thing for manufacturing good rope is good wire. If you don't have good wire, okay, then you're going to have lots of problems with your product and that. So fundamental, the building block of a very good rope is having very good wire.
Some of the common problems we have with our product is that there's little bits of bad gal. Some of the gal might peel off. Sometimes you might get what we call a drawn weld in it, and it's not treated correctly. We get tangles in our spools, which causes the wire to break. It's tangled bad enough. With the operators, will spend days, shifts, getting through 6 operations to get to the final run of it, and bad wire will come in. One little imperfection, possibly only an inch long, will destroy that product, and that product has got to be scrapped.
The bridge strand product, we usually start with the rods at the rod mill. We physically inspect the rods by eye and by feel to look for any abrasion or scrappy type surfaces. The next stage, it's taken over to the wire drawing section, where it's handled on rubber mats and handled gently so as not to cause any further damage. Procedures are very detailed, but they need to be, and they're there for a good reason, to make sure this product is right at the end.
For drawing purposes, if it's bridge strand, it might have to be drawn out to a smaller diameter. We can't afford to have any faults in that at all, otherwise the ramifications, the rod will snap, and they don't want that happening. The bar rolls up out of the furnace into 7 stands, which are called the roughers. If there's a fault in the roughers by some major scrappy surface or something, that'll be rolled in through the intermediates, which is another, that goes from 8 stand to 13 stand, and then through the pre-finishes, 14, 15, and down to the finishing stand at 25 if we're rolling 5/5 rod. Well, that little blemish that was in the roughers will be rolled right through into the bar and come out in the finished product. So it's up to the crews upstairs that work in the roughers, intermediates, pre-finishes and rod block to make sure that they're happy with the quality of the bar coming through their section of the mill. Because if they don't, it'll come out in the finished product.
It's a fairly big setup process, so it'll be complete strip down, all the wire, all the lube out, all your dies come out. Obviously change, put your new ones in. You'll have your fitters and things come in, check your payoff. There's no loose wires anywhere, there's no metal on metal contact, because it's the finished product's extremely important, and there's no scratching or surface marking on the wire. If the bloke before you hasn't quite done a check or hasn't done something right, and he tells you, yeah, you're right to go ahead and to keep running, and you might run 5 or 6 stems, and then you find out that there's a scratch or a mark on the wire, then it's fairly costly to the business, and it doesn't look very good either sending a bad product over to the rotary mill. I mean, Onesteel obviously could even lose a contract due to it, so it's a fairly important process to make sure that it's all up to speed.
Well, we need to make sure we get it right the first time through the plant. So we do all our checks, make sure there's no misgal, and pick your kills exactly right, along with inspect, and make sure it's tested, okay to go.
Procedures are in place not to make people's lives difficult. They're there to give the customer a consistent product, a repeatable product every time we make it.
The expectations of my team are that they follow the procedures anything we make, they need to put themselves in the customer's shoes to see whether or not would I buy this product, would I pay money for this.
What we want to see from Onesteel is we want to see innovation and we want to see consistent supply and delivery.